Using Perfect Photo Suite 8 as a standalone is extremely easy. To open the program on a Mac, first you'll need to navigate to your Applications folder. Once inside, scroll down and you'll find the Perfect Photo Suite 8 folder. When I double-click, up above is the Perfect Photo Suite 8 application. From here, I'll just double-click and it'll open up the program for me. When you're on a Mac, you can also easily place the photo suite here inside your dock. This is a great way to access it quickly without having to go to your Applications folder every single time you want to open the program. When opening the Perfect Photo Suite from a Windows computer, first you'll navigate to your Start menu. Then you'll select All Programs, choose the On One Software folder, and then inside you'll see the Perfect Photo Suite 8 folder. From here, you'll just double-click Perfect Photo Suite 8 and it will launch the program. Once inside the Photo Suite, it'll either place you inside Browse or Perfect Layers. First, let's start with how to open an image into the suite and edit it from Perfect Browse. All I need to do is select my photo, and I can go up to the File menu and choose Edit in a specific module. Or I can go to the top right-hand corner of my screen to my module selector and click on the program I'd like to edit this image in. Let's take this photo into Perfect Effects. I'll click on Effects in the top right-hand corner. From here, I can select how I'd like to edit my image with multiple different options, including whether I'd like to edit a copy or an original of my file, as well as things like file format, color space, bit depth, and resolution. When I click OK, it will launch Perfect Effects, and now I can edit my photo. To open an image from Perfect Layers, you can go up to the File menu and select Open. From here, I can navigate through the Open Images dialog box and select things like shared networks, specific devices attached to my computer, and tons of other folders. When I'm ready and I have an image in mind that I'd like to edit, all I need to do is select it and click Open. You'll see that the same dialog will pop up, allowing me to select things like whether I'd like to edit a copy or an original of my image, as well as the advanced copy options. And when I'm done and click OK, it'll place my image here inside Perfect Layers. You also have the ability to open an image from the Files tab on the left-hand side of your screen. You'll see right now I have the On One Samples folder selected, which you can see on the top left-hand corner in the folder tree. When I open up that folder tree, I can go through and I can choose a specific folder of images I'd like to take a closer look at. When I find an image that I'd like to edit, all I need to do is double-click, select my options, and click OK. When navigating here inside the suite as a standalone, you can edit with multiple different modules. Let's start out by taking this image into Perfect Effects. All I need to do is go up to the top right-hand corner and click on Effects, and it'll transfer me over to Perfect Effects. Now let's quickly add a basic filter to my image. I'll go to the left-hand side and open up my Dynamic Contrast filter, and we'll start out using the Natural preset. When I've made an adjustment to my image in any module, there are multiple different ways that I can get to a different program. The first is just by going up to the top right-hand corner like we did before and selecting whichever program I'd like to edit in next. Let's say I wanted to go to Perfect Resize. I can also go down to the bottom right-hand corner of my screen and click on the arrow right next to my Apply button. By clicking this, it'll open up a drop-down menu, which gives me the option of applying the adjustments I just made, for instance, this dynamic contrast filter, and then editing my image in another program. Let's say I want to go into Perfect Resize. I'll select Perfect Resize from this menu, and it'll transfer me over to that program. When using the program as a standalone, when I click the Apply button in Perfect Enhance, Portrait, Effects, Black and White, Mask, or Resize, it will automatically transfer me back to Perfect Layers. Perfect Layers is where you're going to save your file. On the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you just have a basic Save button. When you click this, it will save your file with the file type and file name that you have selected. You can also go up to your File menu on the top left-hand corner of your screen and select Save from here, as well as Save As. When I choose the Save As option, I have the ability to change things like the name, where I'd like to place this file. I can open up this folder tree here and choose things like different devices or one of my favorite folders, And I also have the ability to adjust the file type. If I'd like to save a layered-based workflow, I'll choose a PSD file, but I also can change it to a few other options here. When I'm done and I click Save, I'll have my new duplicated saved image.